Hey everybody, welcome to day 6 of Coach Basics. Today we're going to be talking about the challenge group script. Okay, this script is totally laid out for your benefit. Okay, it's designed so that you don't have to question on whether or not what to say when you're talking to people about inviting them to your challenge groups. Okay, this makes it really super easy. I cannot stress enough how important it is to use this script, even with the people that you might already know. Okay, it's like, oh, I already know these people. I know how to talk to them. I'll just talk to them because I already know them. Let me give you some words of advice on that. Sometimes when we know people, we are comfortable with them. So we tend to talk and talk and talk and talk and ramble on, and we give them all this information, and they're like going, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I have no idea. And then you kind of scare them off. Okay. Plus, you want to be a professional in this business, right? So you want to sound professional and you want to have structure. And that's what this challenge group script delivers, okay? And it keeps things nice and aligned, doesn't allow you to ramble. It gets right to the point and it lays it right out, okay? And it is strategically laid out step by step so that you are giving them the right steps in order for them to understand how it all works. Not only that, but we take vital steps in the very beginning of the script that are asking them what it is that they want to achieve. Okay, like a lot of people will say that they're interested and they want to know more, and a lot of the times new coaches want to jump right in and just tell them all about it. You know, that's understandable. It's exciting, you know, but you want to like pull back and you want to refrain from that. Okay, because really we have to think about what is their need. Right? We talked about people's goals, needs, wants, and desires, okay? We have to connect with people and find out what it is they want to achieve, okay? Because if we just go in and tell them what it all is and we don't connect that to a reason and why they want to achieve their goals, then they're not going to have any kind of emotional attachment to what it is that they are trying to achieve. You know what I mean? Like think about when you make a purchase. Okay, like if there's no real emotional attachment to it, then you're most likely not going to buy it, right? Because you have no like need for it, right? Because you haven't attached it to yourself personally, right? So that's why it's important for us to really dig deep in the beginning process of this, you know, challenge group script with our potential customer that we're talking to. Okay, we want to know what it is they want to achieve. We want to genuinely hear them out, okay, because we want to anchor them, all right? We want to anchor them in their emotional connection to why they need this particular challenge pack or this challenge group to reach their goals, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, when you do a really good job in the beginning steps, especially digging deep and connecting their reasons why they want to, why they're inquiring about this group that you're putting out there, I'm telling you, when you do a really good job at digging deep and connecting with people on their reasons why, then you eliminate objections later on in the script. I promise you that. Okay, so just an example, a really quick example, because I don't want to spend too much time on this video. And a good example is like if somebody says, you ask them, you know, okay, well, what would you like to achieve with this? And they say, you know, oh, I want a flat tummy and I really want to lose 20 pounds. Okay. A lot of coaches would say, new coaches would say, okay, great. Like that's a good goal. Like they want to lose 20 pounds. Yeah, you can totally lose 20 pounds with like the 21-day fix or, you know, hammer and chisel or whatever program you're recommending to them. Like that seems like a legit reason why they would want to do a challenge group with us. But here's where you want to pull it back a little bit. You want to, they say they want to lose 20 pounds, they want to have a flat tummy, and you say, okay, great, yeah, I totally understand that. You know, if they're a mom or a woman, then you can relate to them and you can say, yeah, I totally understand. Like, you know, being a mom and having the mom body, like, and wanting to feel good about ourselves. Like, I totally get that. Like, I'm a mom too. And I really think it's great that you are taking care of yourself and you're taking the steps to do that. Like, you want to, like, fluff it up a little bit in the beginning. You want to validate their reason for wanting to lose 20 pounds and having a flat tummy. Okay. So you validate that and you give them some nice encouraging words. And then you say, my challenge groups are really specific. And I, as a coach, really want to make sure that I know the deep reasons why you truly want to lose 20 pounds and have a flat tummy. Like, I know we all want to look good and we want to look good in our clothes, but why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Like, why do you want to have a tummy? Like, for you personally, why do you want to achieve that? What would it mean to you if you achieved that? How would it make you feel? And then, if that seems too personal, you can go ahead and say, I know that seems really personal, but I'm very serious about helping people in my challenge groups. And when I know they're really deep reasons why they want to achieve those goals, that it helps me to help you so much better and recommend the best plan for you and the best support. Okay? So you want to, and then you let them dig deeper. And I guarantee you guys, when you ask again, what they want to achieve, like, you ask them what they want to achieve, they say 20 pounds, and you say, well, why do you want to lose 20 pounds? And you ask them to dig a little bit deeper, they're going to come back at you guys with some really deep, heartfelt reasons why they want to achieve it. And now you've anchored them in the emotion. Okay? And you want to continue to feed on that. Okay? That's a very vital step of the challenge group script and talking to people. Okay, so that's the beginning script. Just a few other sections of the challenge group script that I wanted to make sure that we went over. I think I'm just going to share my screen and see if you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, I'm not sure how close you guys can see this, but this is the challenge group script. Like, this is the beginning parts. You want to insert your story, what you've gone through so far, and that story will change and you can adjust it as you go. You want to, just continue following the script. I'm not going to go through each and every single part of it. You guys can ask questions in the group if you have anything that comes up. But one thing I wanted to point out is, when you get to the part where you're sharing the videos, in the script, we're forever, adding new programs to our database. Okay. So whatever time you're coming into coaching, this script might not be completely up to date. So make sure you connect with your coach so that you know which programs are the most popular right now that we're promoting and things like that. I have on the script now, there's quite a few listed in the challenge group script. I have the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, hammer and chisel, on demand, size, PIO, the Shakeology link, the 3-day refresh. So there's quite a few on here. Now the thing is like, you don't want to send somebody all of these links. Okay, like I say right here in the script, choose only to share 1 or 2 or 3 of the program links below that fit your person's need and fitness level based off of what they said they wanted to achieve. Okay, always be sure to obviously share the Shakeology link and the how the group works links. Okay, so I want to make sure I just pointed out that section. And let's see, we're going to scroll through here a little bit. There is a section about like Shakeology. I have a little note here. You can choose to share it. If you start to get objections, you want to read through this. There's some great information in that little blurb part of the script. And then you go through, you take them through, they choose which challenge pack, they think the 21-day fix is a perfect fit. You give them the price and they say that they're ready to go. We're not talking about objections right now. That's a whole other post, but you might get objections. But then they say, yes, they're ready to get started. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Okay. There is once they say yes, you're not done. Like, you're not done. You don't go send them to your site so they can get signed up. Like if you do that, you're missing a very, very vital part of the step that you have to share. You have to share this part, okay? Do not forget to share this part. And here's the reason why. So you want to keep scrolling down in the script and you say, you know, they've already said that they're ready to get started. So you're excited and you're saying, yeah, great, we're excited to get you on board. There are two options for enrollment, okay? And we have to explain those two. There's the coach option and there's just the customer option, okay? We do not want to assume that they're just going to be a challenger, okay? Because even if we've not talked about coaching the entire script, we do not want to assume that they're just going to be a challenger, okay? We want to give them the opportunity to choose what it is they feel that they want to get started with, what kind of account, okay? And in the script, it is beautifully laid out explaining what the coach account is and what the customer account is, okay? Keep in mind that those who are just working on their own goals can still do a coaching account and get the discount. I mean, if they're going to use Shakeology to get the results, they're going to want to use it consistently every single month. Why not get a discount on that, right? So go with the coach account. So it works in favor for both you and your future coach, okay? They're going to get the discount. You're going to get a coach on your team that's going to push you one step closer to your first promotion as Emerald, right? So you want to, every single time you are getting somebody enrolled, you want to give them the option of coach account or challenger account, okay? Do not miss this step, guys. It is so vital. You're doing yourself a huge disservice by missing this step. Not to mention you're doing your future customer a huge disservice by not telling them that they can get a discount on this stuff. All right? So I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. If you scroll to the bottom of the script, I do give you some little objection handling gems. So you can read through those for sure. But that's all I got for you guys. That is the Team Persevere Challenge Group script in a nutshell. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any other questions, comment below and we'll answer them for you. Okay? Good luck.